Pollock and Jesse Palmer. I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
When you talk about a home field advantage, you have to consider Kinnick Stadium. The fans are right on top of the action. They are on top of the opponent's sideline, making it one of the most difficult places to play in all of college sports. Named after Niall Kinnick, a war hero, the beautiful wave to the Cancer Children's Hospital. This is one of the most iconic spots to watch a college football game in the country. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Hawkeyes ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And this place was going bananas. It was going nuts. The atmosphere was incredible. But how about the visitors setting the tone? The opening kickoff return, taking it back to the house. And now, guys, it's gotten really, really quiet.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. Here's the return from inside. And now the ball is knocked free. Kicking team's got it.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability. The ability to to the house 100+ yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
This offense has it with really good field position. Running the red zone, it's Smothers. Finding some room. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The exclamation point on that drive. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Well, it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. On the ground with the counter. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Here's a give to Malton. Oh, it's a fumble. And the football bounds across the sidelines. They'll lose a couple. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the right. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
He'll field the punt and look for room. Makes a move. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Arch Madness. Pressure coming. Got a man in the middle. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
That's a really nice-looking catch, and it's shocking when you think about Texas Longhorn football. Not a lot of names jump out at you when you think about great wide receivers here, right? Yeah, Roy Williams, Jordan Shipley, not too many. This guy, though, I think has a chance to be special. This guy could go down in Texas history as one of the all-time greats.
They're working that left side.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The run inside. It smothers. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And this is exactly what you want to see from this offense. The defense forced a turnover, puts you in a great position. Now, put a few first downs together. Ultimate goal is to capitalize on it, punch it in the end zone. But nice job moving the football little by little, trying to get this touchdown.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Here's Arch to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
You're seeing in college football now how the tight end position is evolving. The athletes playing the position now are just so much better than they used to be. And this guy on that diving catch, he just showed you that.
It's first down from the 11. From the red zone, it's Brown. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
New running back, same result. It's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides to the back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Manning. Going for the big play. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Third down from the gun, Manning. Lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
And that's why that guy plays DB and not wide receiver. DBs generally don't have as good of hands as wide receivers. That ball should have been picked off on third down. Come on, man. That could have been a pick six.
Slips through the line. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. First play of the period, first down here. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
And he's not even close to the line to gain, and the defense makes the stop.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Back to the ground with the running back. Might have a chance. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to them and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10.
Here we go, ready.
Motion from the wideout.
Go.
To throw, Manning. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Moulton. There he goes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down.
Blue 22, blue 22. Slap. Go.
Now the play fake. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Here's Manning to throw. Right down the middle. Makes the catch. It's Townsend. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are done.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
And the Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw. It's Manning. He's going to run it. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
It'll be 3rd and long. throwing from the gun on third down. Complete in the middle. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of the...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Give to the running back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far. You dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow because it's been a struggle out the gates.
Handoff from Alton. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and after that big run, the defense answers.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, time running short in the half. That's caught. It's James. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Wants to bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Here's Brown to begin the drive. And they'll just play it safe with the run right back to the line of scrimmage, and we are at halftime. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Kamari again. There's some room. An explosive run, and he gets it all the way up to the 50-yard line before going out of bounds.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
Spider over. Spider down. Ready. Black 88. Black 88. Go!
He's got it on the right. Could not make his way to the corner.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Ready. Black 14. Black 14. Check, check, check.
Wide receiver going in motion.
Go, go.
Caught, and he's got room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Hawkeye. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Throwing Manning. Unloads it left. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6.
95, 96 sprint. 95, 96 sprint. Jet. Go.
Manning from the gun on 3rd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. It's a running room. At the 20. Touchdown, Longhorn. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it in with a huge play, an 80-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Pulls it in. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Give running right. It's Malton. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Kamari again. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run, so now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Off the play fake. Gets rid of it. Finds his tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. The Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. They'll give it to Malton. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Kamari again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. DB's right up on the receivers. He's looking to throw on third and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds the tight end. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on fourth down, say to go for it. They trust the quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big first down.
And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Diaz. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
The Hawkeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Keeps it on the option. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're stubborn with this running game in the red zone.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
And the Hawkeyes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game.
Red 54, red 54.
Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. How about the big tight end keeping his concentration off that deflection?
And a lot of times you see those contested catches, but the deflected catches, those are just good bounces. Nice job by the big fellow, continue to concentrate and see the football, but a nice break for that thing to bounce right to him.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza.
Here we go. Over.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done.
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here.
Blue 22, blue 22. Crush. Slide. Ready, go.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. They get the completion, but it won't be nearly enough as the defense is there to stop him short.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Arch is going to throw for it. Complete, left side, Coleman. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. Out of bounds at the 23-yard line as this offense dials up a chunk play. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy, just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
Finding an escape route. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
A very productive play on 1st down has now set us up with this 2nd and goal. Arch Madness. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Running inside, it's Phillips. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Fires to the big fella. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Hawkeyes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up fourth down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Hawkeyes will punt it away on fourth down. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. Hauls it in, looking for space. He's got great speed. Wide open, and it's a foot race. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. The AT unit on the field. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
The run inside. It's Phillips. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. On his way back from the 20. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. It's the Mississippi State Bulldogs and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the